What is up, guys? So in this lesson we're going to be learning the very basics of piano chords. So this is very much aimed at beginners, and we're going to learn what they are, how to play them, and what you actually need to do to get started. So let's get straight into it. So what is a chord? Well, it's basically just a collection of notes which are played at the same time. And the most simple type of chord contains 3 notes, and this is known as a triad. For example. So how do we know which 3 notes to play? Well, every chord is built from a scale. So to really understand how to play chords, we need to know a scale. And we'll keep this nice and simple by using what is known as the C major scale, which is just all of the white notes. So for this lesson, you can just forget that the black keys even exist. So going back to the question, how do we know which 3 notes to play? Well, a triad is built from the 1st, 3rd and 5th notes. Or you could think of it as playing one note, skipping the next, and then playing the following note, skipping the next, and then playing the following one again. So using this C major scale, if we wanted to play a C chord, we play the first note, which has to be a C since we're playing a C chord, and then we skip the next note, and then we play this one, and then we skip the next note, and we play this one. This then gives us 3 notes, which if we play together, gives us a C major triad. And in your left hand, you can just play the root note, which is the note of the chord name, so that would be a C. This gives it a bit more depth and just makes it a bit more interesting. So say we wanted to play an F chord. We would follow the exact same process. We start off playing the note F, we skip the next one, and we play this note. We skip the next one, and we play this note. If we play this all together, we get an F major chord. And the same goes for G. If we play the first note, skip the next note, skip the next note, we play this together with the root on the bottom, we get a G major triad. So we've been over chords 1, 4 and 5 of the C major scale. These chords are always major or happy sounding. And now if you investigated this process further, you would find that some of the chords sound kind of sad rather than happy. And the reason for this is because they are minor chords rather than major. These chords are constructed using exactly the same process as we followed earlier, and I'm going to go into more detail with these in another video, and there will be a playlist which follows on from this lesson, so make sure you check that out. The last thing I want to go over in this lesson is what's known as chord inversions. And this is a relatively simple concept, but can take a bit of practice to get used to. The idea is that playing these chords the way we have been throughout this lesson can get fairly boring. So what you can do is play them in different positions. So here's that C major chord. And what we can do is move the notes around, but keep playing exactly the same notes. So we have our C down here at the bottom in our right hand. And what we can do is move this C to a C higher up on the piano, so we could play this one instead. So we've got exactly the same notes, we've just moved them around a bit. We can also follow the same process to get a new position. We can put this E up on the top. So we now have 3 different ways of playing the exact same chord. and this can make our chord progressions much more interesting later on. So that's it for this lesson, and make sure to check out the rest of the playlist where we will continue to develop our understanding of chords. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.